Hello and welcome to episode 161 of That King Thing, the gaming podcast where we, the King brothers, discuss video games and other stuff. I am the host and eldest King sibling Thomas, and I am joined by middle King sibling Joshua.
Hello.
And littlest King sibling James.
Hello.
That was the most successful entry we've done for a while.
That's what
And
she
now
said.
you just brought attention to the bad stuff.
Everybody go back a few episodes and see how chaotic it's been for the last few weeks. So, do we just go straight into what we've been playing? What do we do now? What do we do now we've had a successful intro?
We cuddle.
Okay, let's cuddle. Is it a bit like, do we need to spoon?
I
Who's
think
Big
so.
Spoon?
Well, your biggest brother.
I like to be Little Spoon.
So we have to spoon in age order then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Joshua comfortable with being so much in the middle of this spoon?
Unfortunately, I have to be.
Is it a spoon if there's three of you?
Yes.
It's like being in a cutlery drawer of spoons,
Yes,
I guess, isn't it?
It's a cutlery spoon. A cutlery drawer spoon. That's what it is.
What?
A cutlery drawer spoon.
What
thought
you're
that's
saying
what
does
they
not
all
make
are.
sense. You're just saying words now. China! China! In fact, that's not funny anymore because by the time this goes out, we could all be dead.
We could, yeah.
Donald Trump's pissing off China.
It's pissing off me.
Joshua's got a Huawei.
Huawei, but yeah, I do.
Whatever. It's shit, whatever it is.
What they're doing to him again?
Google are stopping Huawei using Google Play Store and stuff like that on phones.
Buy
What's
a
it really
real
called?
phone.
Huawei.
I have a real phone.
Is it actually called Huawei?
It's Huawei.
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 Huawei anyway. Nobody knows. They're just some Chinese phone brand. To be fair to Huawei, they are like the biggest phone manufacturer now behind Samsung, I think.
Yeah.
And they're not that
Yeah.
far behind Samsung in terms of sales. Admittedly, like the entirety of China buys a Huawei, so the market's a little bit one-sided. But yeah.
And they don't even get to use most of the stuff on Google Store. Anyway.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? They're saying that I don't know the ins and outs of it. This is irrelevant to this podcast.
I know
All it is that there's some American legislation to do with the way that data is stored or something, and it means that Google aren't letting Huawei use Google Play Store and shit anymore.
Yeah, because of the way
Huawei.
that their phones store data, which they could
Yeah.
change. I don't understand why they aren't changing that, but you know.
No, I think they are. I think they intend to.
Yeah, but they can't do it for the phones that are out at the moment.
No,
Immediately.
but I don't think they're stopping you using it if you've got an existing phone. I think they're just not letting you have any more updates. Is that right?
They've recently got a 90-day license to be able to keep getting updates and things like that for Google
Right.
and Android and whatever. But after that, we don't know what's happening.
I've played Fight Night Champion. I just got bored of phone talk. I've played Fight Night Champion.
Do you know what's easier than all this Huawei, China, Google shit, James?
What?
Do you know what's easier?
Just get an iPhone.
Correct.
No,
Have an iPhone like us.
Me and Thomas
No.
copy each
Yeah,
other's
but
phones
Joshua-
throughout. It's great.
Joshua, Google can't stop me using my phone like they have you.
No, that's true.
Only Apple have that power over me.
Yeah, and they do that after about a year or so of you using your phone, and its
No, they
fucking
don't.
lifespan.
I've had my phone for
dead.
3
No, they
years. Stop
don't.
chatting shit. I'm a
thought-
5C
Don't
still
pull,
works.
don't pull that Android bias shit on me, Joshua.
But I used to have iPhones, and Androids are so much better.
They're not. I've had both. Trust me.
This is
Trust
like
me, bro.
Xbox PlayStation debate. I've just only had an iPhone.
You mean like you've only really had an Xbox?
Yeah, I had a PS4 for like 3 months.
I wonder if there's a
Played it once.
coloration. I can't even say it. Coloration? Is that right?
Collaboration? I don't know what we were trying to say.
No. Coloration.
Collar?
Like a similarity between the two things.
Why not just say similarity?
Because that's not the right word.
Oh.
It's coloration.
Well, fuck me, I don't know what's going on then.
I'm just saying James on to say coloration a lot, and James just get confused.
I didn't know what was happening.
fun
Just
being
so
in
many
the middle of
different
this.
methods. Methods? Is that right? I don't know. I don't even know. I've played Fight
I
Night
don't even know what
Champion.
you're talking about. Coloration, not coloration
Sorry.
or whatever we're saying.
You nearly broke James then. You need to be careful, we're only 6 minutes in.
Hi.
My general point was anyway that seeing how like there's certain kinds of people in this world, like people that just don't care, and then people that pick one side, and then people that pick the other side. I wonder what the like sort of proportion of Xbox and iPhone users is to like PlayStation and Android users, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if Xbox has more iPhone owners as Xboxers, or if PlayStation does, and then vice versa.
You'd
with
think
the
it's
Android.
the other way around though, because don't Microsoft do Android phones?
No, that's Google, James.
Oh, I don't know what's
You know
going
the
on.
thing we've been talking about for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, my edits.
It's Google, mate. Google. Do you know what Windows do?
Open and close.
Windows phones.
Oh, Windows phones.
Actually, what they do is don't exist anymore.
Yeah, basically.
Cease to be. That's what they've done. Anyway, should we talk about what we played this week?
Yeah, the Fight Night Champion.
What is Fight Night Champion, James? You seem excited about
What
it.
is...
What these days?
That reminded me... Yeah, it reminded me of something. I can't think what it is. I'm like, what is these?
It's Manuel. What is we need?
Oh, yeah, what is neat wheat?
Yeah.
What is wheat neat?
Such a good, like, weekend.
How have we got back to
watching
Faulty
them.
Towers again? This is
I
like
don't
the
know.
8th time this year.
great.
We've officially brought Mr. Bean memes back, by the way.
Mr. Bean
Can I just
Bean.
point that out? We talked about Mr. Bean for like 3 weeks running, and then suddenly Mr. Bean memes start popping up like everywhere, and it's become this new thing to re-meme him. Especially for some reason I noticed in the Formula One community. Don't know why. But the Formula One meme Reddit was like just full of Mr. Bean memes. It's harder to say than you think that.
Mr. Bean memes.
Mr. Bean memes.
See?
What?
Anyway, James, you've been playing Fight Night or
I think
something.
so. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
This is the first time we've talked about a game so far, so we're not doing bad for 8.5 minutes, however it's been.
Yeah, I've played Fight Night Champion
Nice.
again. I thought going and start a new legacy mode, make my own boxer and that, and turn out sliders, so I'm a fucking machine, and just pump the shit out of David Haye.
Is David Haye on it?
Yeah, it's from like 2011,
One
isn't
minute,
it?
James,
Ricky Hatton, David Haye, Mike Tyson.
You pumped the
Manny
shit
Pacquiao.
out of David Haye.
Yeah, with my gloves on as well.
You probably need gloves to touch that thing. I don't know why I'm insinuating David Haye has a dirty penis, but I am. I don't know what makes you think he does have a dirty penis, but he does. Sorry if you're listening, Dave.
It might be whilst he's injured.
Can you imagine
Oh,
getting
that's
an angry tweet off David Haye? Just like, my cock is not filthy, you little shit. I will knock you out.
You're not insinuating that he's got an angry penis. An
angry penis.
An angry penis.
I nearly said angry penis. A dirty penis.
You did say angry penis. You didn't nearly
did.
say it. You did.
No, I nearly said angry, and then I just laughed.
No, you
at the fact
did.
that I almost said dirty penis.
What?
Can we start talking about David Haye's penis, please?
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Let's just move away from David Haye's penis slowly.
Give it a wash.
Just back away.
Don't ever slowly back up from that penis.
We don't back into it.
You
That's
get
what we
way
learn
out
in
of hand.
tears.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Okay. So James has played Fight Night.
Yeah.
What else, James?
Just the usual, really. FIFA and Blackout on COD. My favourite mode's back on Blackout though, which I'm like pumped for. It's Ambush, where it's just snipers and knives.
Oh, so it's basically like the private lobbies we used to play.
Yeah. That is really... I win like quite a lot of games with that because I'm like lethal with the sniper on that game. So.
There's a game mode like that in something I've been playing this week, I think. And it's like a limited time game mode, a little bit like
that's what this is as well.
Interesting. So that's it for you then?
Yeah. Unless you want me to start going into phone games as well.
No, let's not. Let's avoid mobile games.
Yeah, I won't be able to play any, so...
Yeah. Unless you just get a better phone.
Is that because of the angry penis?
No. David Haye's got nothing to do with it.
Joshua, what have you been playing?
As you know, Thomas, I've been playing Dauntless the past day or so.
We'll save that and we'll talk about that together. Tell me about other things.
Okay, then. I've played some Rocket League.
Rocket League?
Standard.
Yeah, Rocket League, my standard.
Rocket League?
Yes, that one.
Calm down, Batman.
Not much else, really. To be honest with you, I've not really been on much at all.
Well, that means we're just going to end up talking about Dauntless, doesn't it? Shall I talk about what I've done other than Dauntless, and then we'll talk about Dauntless?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that.
Okay. So, I've played Dauntless. Now, I played a bit more Overwatch. But the main thing I played this week until yesterday has been Ring of Elysium, which is, for those who don't know, like a battle royale game.
I thought you were an STI.
Okay. Did you catch it from David Haye's penis?
I did.
Angry penis.
Yeah, it's just essentially a battle royale game. It's very much like the likes of PUBG and stuff like that. Some things are better than PUBG, I will not lie. Like the way that the weapon attachments work and shit like that. But yeah, I've been playing that a lot. And
Right.
getting quite into it now. I got 16 kills in my first game.
Nice.
They were all bots. Because you have to play against bots to train how to play the game for your first game. It's got its own little battle pass system, like most of them do, where you earn stuff at a normal rate, and then you've got your excelled rate if you pay for it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And do you know what is cool about it? Actually, is that you can have like a class in inverted commas. And it basically means you get like a movement thing, like a movement ability. So one of them's a zip line, which is a bit like being Spider-Man, because you just fire a grappling hook and then zip line. If actually, it's very much like being Pathfinder in Apex, is what it's like. And I'm fairly sure that some of Pathfinder's abilities are based off that.
Yeah.
But there you go. So there's that. There's a BMX, which is the coolest thing ever, because I just ride around doing tricks and then get killed. I'm basically like doing these fucking sick tricks and calling them out by name, like, oh my god, 360 tail whip, bro! And then I get sniped in the head. I'm like, I don't care, because I did a 360 tail whip off the edge of that rock. And I'm just like jumping off buildings and shit on my bike, doing like massive backflips and tail whips and shit. And that's more entertaining than killing people and winning for me.
It always is. Always is.
And then what's the last one? I forgot what the last one is. Oh, there's like it's like a glider thing. You know, a little bit like how you have the glider in Fortnite. Yeah. And you can like relaunch yourself into the air and then glide. Yeah. It's kind of a little bit like that, but you don't go as high up. And you've got like a tiny little booster thing that you can use to kind of propel yourself forward, but it's limited.
So it's like that thing on Apex where you climb the rope and it flings you back up.
Yeah, kind of similar to that in a way. A little bit similar to that, yeah. But But yeah, it's been pretty interesting playing it. Played a bit of it solo, played a bit of it with people, but trying to get James to install it, and he's still not yet.
Your BMX comments have reminded me that I've been playing Descenders on
Why are you struggling to say words?
Xbox as well. I don't know.
What's Descenders?
It's Go on, what's that noise for?
Sorry, you just reminded me. It just reminded me of something I've been playing. Go on, continue with what you were saying.
It's a bike game where it procedurally generates all the tracks that you go along, and you've got to. It's mainly downhill. It's mainly downhill
mountain biking, and it's procedurally generated.
Yes, so it's always
sold.
different.
Is this a free game?
It's on Game Pass on Xbox.
Installing. What's it called?
It's really fucking good. Descenders.
What's it called?
Descenders.
Yeah. Descenders.
Like
Descenders.
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 But you basically just got to make it across certain areas, and then you unlock a new area, and by getting to the end, you've got to complete a massive jump, which is incredibly hard to actually do, some of them, because it's very physics-based, so it's harder to land the higher up you go and shit like that.
This game sounds sick. It's just like when I go mountain biking for real.
It is third person, but there are certain levels where it makes you do it first person, and the first person levels are so fucking good. It's unreal. Going down.
Yeah, but I'll be good at first person because I'm used to first person.
But it's really
because I do it in real life.
It's worth playing for definite.
Okay, I'm installing that when we finish the podcast. In fact, I might do a classic. Don't know if you heard that, but
I did.
Heard that.
It sounded like it was my Xbox. I shit myself.
It's getting turned on and installed. Yeah, the other thing I realised that I played is called Marooners, and it's one of the games with gold right now on Xbox.
Yeah.
89 is online.
And I usually, obviously, install most of the games with gold just to have them.
Install.
Yeah.
Because if you claim it, then you've got it forever, haven't you? So I sometimes do that. But what happened was I was persuaded to try this game by Nats because she wanted someone to play it with and said it was pretty cool. So I tried it, and it's pretty fucking fun. It's essentially like... It's Smash Brothers meets...
Mario Party.
Yeah, Smash Brothers meets Mario Party meets Crash Bash. It's like... It's a bit of everything on it. And you basically... You're a little character in the middle of the screen, and you have to run around collecting gems, and whoever collects the most gems wins at the end. That's the general premise of the game. But then you quick swap between different games. So one game is being chased by a giant boulder, just like in Crash Bandicoot, and it's that.
Yeah.
But the last person to get squashed wins the extra gems, and you can collect gems while you're running. But then the next one is it's like a big platform, and every time you step on a piece of it, it falls out from underneath you. So you've all got to kind of run around and avoid falling in the holes, and then stuff respawns in. And then there's another one where bricks fall into the maze, and you've got to kind of work your way around the maze and smash blocks. And there's one where you've got to do Digger Man, and you just got to dig down, and the last one to not get caught by the top of the screen is the winner. And it just quick swaps between them and goes backwards and forwards between all these games. But we were playing it online, and it's actually pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
So yeah, that was that. And then there's Dauntless, which
there is.
We should move on to, I guess. So Joshua, do you want to start? Since I've just been babbling about what I've been babbling about.
Well, James seems to think it's Fable 5.
Yeah, that's because we told him it was Fable 5.
Why are you bullying me?
We sent him a screenshot of the game earlier, and he was like, I don't know what that is. So I just lied and said...
It's not a screenshot, it's a video of my screen
what a video,
with
then?
Everything shiny.
Yeah, it's a video of you spawning into the main town.
Yeah.
And James said, I don't know what that is. So I said, it's Fable 5. And he was like, oh, is that Bowerstone? And I just lied again and went, yeah. And he went, oh, see, I do know some things. And I was like, yeah, yeah, you do. And I said to Joshua, I wonder how long I can convince him of this. So then I said, It's launched last night. It's free to play and 4-player co-op. And it's true cross-platform, Xbox to PC. And he was like, "Oh, cool! I might install it and give it a try." And I'm like, "He thinks Fable 5 is real."
Joke's on you. Couldn't give a fuck.
I know. I'm fully aware of that, James.
They've not even made number 4 yet, James. So.
Why Lion Bar?
Yes, like you said, Thomas, it is fully cross-compatible and really good.
Yeah. The truth in Dauntless. Let's just clear this up. Dauntless is not Fable 5 for one. But the truth that was told was that it is fully cross-compatible.
Yeah.
So. And it's like proper true cross-platform play. So now, as much as people are giving Epic shit lately for the Epic Game Store and stealing things from Steam, and then all that debacle that goes on every time a game goes exclusively to Epic Game Store instead of to Steam, in fairness to them, with this is actually quite a good move, because all you need is your Epic Games account, and as long as you link your Xbox or your PSN or your Steam to it. Oh, no, sorry, it's not your Steam, is it? 'Cause it's on the Epic Game Store. But as long as you've got your Epic Game Store, if you're playing it on PC, or you link your Xbox and your PSN to it, you can cross-platform this game. So you're in a server, and there's people from PlayStation, people from Xbox, and people from PC all playing together, all cross-platform, no limitation, voice chatting game, which sounds like it's from 2001. It reminds me of being in a TeamSpeak server playing like America's Army, screaming, "He's on left one of the bridge, he's dropped to the catwalk, he's at the catwalk." And it just reminds me of playing America's Army on PC in like, what was it? It was like 2006. And just screaming on TeamSpeak about.
I just used to scream on that because I was fucking terrible at it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm likening this to. But yeah, it's interesting, and it's cross progression as well. So I've mainly been playing it from PC, but then I booted it up on Xbox just to see what happened. And it obviously, because my Xbox account is linked to my Epic Games Store account, it loaded my game in, remember my progress, and unlocked me some achievements. So something else I'm doing later is going in and installing it on my PS4 and getting some trophies.
Free cheese.
Exactly. So I'm going to do it all on PC because that's where I prefer to play it. But then just occasionally log in on the consoles and get free cheese and free trophies.
Yeah.
But the game itself is pretty good so far.
Yeah. So it's 4-player Monster Hunter, basically.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, isn't it? It's getting a group and kill a big boss that's got certain abilities and certain traits.
Gear yourself up to
fuck shit up,
to be more defended and more offensive towards it. You know, like it's
certain bosses of certain types, and then you can get like weapons with certain qualities that counter that Pokemon style.
Yeah, they've got your hammer that's more effective against the rock one that we've just beat, Michael Scarn.
Yeah, Michael Scarn.
Yeah. So, it's good. I like it a lot anyway.
I like it a lot.
But I've only played it since this morning. So I've not even played it.
Yeah, I was playing it last night and then played it again this evening with you.
Yeah, like I'm level 8, so I've not played much, but I'm currently installing it on the PC as well, see if it runs alright on that.
Oh yeah, play it from PC. It's miles better on PC. Elitist! Whoop, whoop, whoop!
Yeah, but everything is, genuinely.
We don't say things like that. You'll upset console players, Joshua.
I am a console player.
It upsets everybody I know that doesn't own a PC when I say, yeah, I'm going to play it from PC. It upsets everyone when I do that with Sea of Thieves and say things like, oh, I'm going to play Sea of Thieves, but from the PC, and they're all like,
even though it's...
They all turn into foghorns. Or Matt Seal noise. So yeah, I'd recommend giving Dauntless a go anyway. It's free to play, so why not?
out of the blue
Very
news.
very sneakily moved us on then.
Yeah, because I realised how long we've been talking shit.
How long have we been talking shit? Oh, shit. There's a lot
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so one of the biggest news stories this week is, yes, this is true, Sony and Microsoft are to team up to explore strategic partnerships.
Oh, how convenient was PlayStation are releasing a PS5.
It's got nothing to do with
No,
that.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
but
I
they'll
don't understand
eventually
what your
work their
point
way
is.
towards that. Bollocks.
What are you on about here?
I don't even know.
Do you understand the context of the news?
I've not even read it. I didn't even know it was there. So, do explain.
All right. Then.
So Sony and Microsoft decided to work together to provide cloud-based solutions for gaming.
Yeah.
And also work on AI solutions together, which basically means that Google Stadia scared the shit out of Sony and Microsoft, and they're like,
Yeah.
do you know how to take this down? Let's work together.
Yeah.
Fight fire with fire.
Because Microsoft are like, we can never beat him with Bing.
Fucking Bing.
Right. They force you to use Bing so much on Microsoft Rewards. It's very clear.
Yeah.
It
And
makes you
Edge. Or, well, it's not Edge anymore, is it?
Microsoft Edge, whatever it's fucking called. But they force you to do like little quizzes each day, and they put you onto a Bing page and give you questions, and you Google or Bing the question that they're asking you, and don't give you a fucking right answer. It doesn't know what you're trying to Bing when it's telling you what is this city called or whatever. Or what is the capital city of this country?
Called? If you're Google searching or Bing searching
it's like,
I'm not surprised it doesn't know. What's
was
this city called?
It was asking me to tell them what was the capital city of this country. So I binged it, and it won't fucking tell me the right answer.
What country was it, just out of interest?
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. It'll be in my Bing history.
I'd have been able to
I'm not going into Bing history just for this. I'd rather not do a soft Bing of that.
If Bing has history, that's where you're going wrong, brother.
I don't think soft binging is a thing.
I'd rather not soft Bing.
I'd love a hard Bing, though.
Bing! Bing. That's a soft Bing. 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 Okay, so yeah, James, if you'd have just purely soft Googled the term Sony Microsoft partnership.
Bing, and it didn't give me the right answer. Hence my response.
Yeah, essentially what's happening here is it sounds like Sony are going to capitalize on some progress Microsoft have already made with their Azure services, which are like cloud-based stuff and their AI stuff. In a way, it sort of makes sense considering Microsoft's current standpoint on everything. And Sony seem to be a little bit more open to things being shared now in terms of the crossplay elements and stuff like that. But I think this is ultimately, let's make sure we don't get screwed over by Google. It's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what this is here. This is like, we both hate Google, let's work together.
We got this.
That's what this is, I think. But time will tell. This is purely like a business thing right now. It's not specifically Xbox and PlayStation.
They don't want to be
This is Microsoft
friends.
and Sony. This is like corporations, not consoles. Like, for example, the whole PlayStation division of Sony didn't even know this was happening. So it's not like it's a console to console thing or anything stupid like that.
Yeah.
So make of it what you will, I guess. Yeah. Other news. It's quite PlayStation heavy, actually, the rest of it.
Good.
PS5 was kind of shown off at an event. And it was essentially showing the power of the next-gen console. It was still unnamed. It just said next generation. But they were loading in a level of Spider-Man, and it took something like 8 seconds on a PS4 Pro, and then they loaded the same thing on the next gen system, and it took like a tenth of the time. It was about 0.8 seconds or something. It's ridiculous how much quicker it was. And to be fair, the load times in Spider-Man, playing it myself, and I don't even have a Pro, I'm running like a Slim, so it's not. I'm not even on the most powerful PS4, but I don't think it feels like it takes that long to load when it does load. So for it to be so much quicker is quite impressive, I think, because you don't notice it until you've seen this video that was on Twitter, and then when you go back to a game that takes a while to load, you suddenly notice how long things take to load when you've realised how quick they can be. So it would be really interesting. The only thing is this is obviously an established PS4 game that's now been out a year or whatever it is, loading on next gen. So it'd be interesting to see how a next gen game with the next gen level of resource requirements loads.
Yeah, they're gonna know what they can pull from the machine and expect to use all of it, whereas this was made for PlayStation 4, so that's what their limit was. So Correct. It depends on what's made for the new console as to whether or not is this fast with everything. You know what they should have done? They should have used Grand Theft Auto 5 online as a loading standpoint to see how quick it is. Because that game takes awfully long.
That should be like the thing for every console. Load GTA 5,
we can load Grand Theft Auto
talking.
5 in 20 seconds.
It takes us 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, if they can load GTA 5 in less than a minute, I'll be proud of them.
Yeah, I will be as well.
It fucking takes forever.
In one attempt as well. One attempt. You can't go back up into them clouds.
Oh, that was like the worst thing of GTA Online when it first started. You got that annoying like doosh, doosh, doosh of you dropping in, and then it'd suddenly go, and you go back to the clouds, and then you get the doosh, doosh, doosh again. It's like, for fuck's sake, just load.
Well, they've got GTA 6, haven't they? Before anyone else, so far, I suppose. Apparently, according to the rumor thing that we were looking at a few weeks ago, they've got GTA 6 first. So, but yeah, the thing looks fast anyway, so it'd be interesting to see how it handles actual next gen content rather than current gen content. Yeah.
And then sticking with PS in general, God of War has hit 10 million copies sold, which is fairly impressive for a first party like lockdown title or whatever you want to call it, like an exclusive. That's pretty good. It's basically sold 5 million copies within its first month, and then since then it's sold another 5 million because it was about April time last year, I think, when it came out. So it sold like 5 million in a month, and then I think it was, if I remember rightly, it was 3 million within its first so many days, then 5 million within its first month, and then it sold another 5 million since. So it's like it's 13, 14 months old now, and it's sold 10 altogether, which is, I think, pretty impressive, to be honest. And it shows why it's a well thought of game within the industry and the community and stuff like that. And 10 million sales isn't really anything to sniff out over the course of a year, is it, when you think about it?
No, not really.
Like,
not really.
Your best-selling games maybe hit a lot more than that, but they've also been around a lot longer. So, and they're on multiple platforms, a lot of them. So,
exactly.
When it comes down to single-platform yearly sales, I think that's pretty good. And it's a single-player game as well, remember? A single-player campaign game.
Good.
It's not like it's a multiplayer game where everyone's like buying it and playing it together.
Yeah.
Imagine how many copies of that have been passed around and shared and shit like that. So,
yeah, well,
it probably has the potential to go higher if it wasn't for that. So, but that is that. What else? Okay, another thing that was going around. Now, none of the big news places have really picked this up so far. It's all been like small independent people trying to get a story. But what they're all sort of sniffing around at is the fact that a lot of jobs are being posted in and around Insomniac for things like audio designers, character designers, stuff like that. It could just be general turnaround, but obviously a lot of jobs in a few different areas. and some of the bits and pieces and, the way things are phrased within it is leading people to suspect that it's a new sort of major title. So it'd be interesting to see if that's going anywhere, like if it means that they're now starting work on a follow-up to Spider-Man or something like that. Colin Moriarty, who's from... is he still at Kind of Funny Games? I can't remember where he is now these days, but he's like a sort of big PlayStation nerd. And he's been of the opinion for a little while that maybe something Ratchet and Clank-like would be coming out of the studio, but I guess we'd have to see. But it's purely speculation right now. It's just... It's one of those things where lots of jobs at one dev saying certain things leads people to speculate. That is all that is.
Yeah.
So it's not even
new
news
team
as
being
such.
built for X project.
Exactly, it looks like that. That's what it looks like. And then news for James, because James is the only one that would give a shit. The next Call of Duty will be Modern Warfare 4, but nobody cares. However, 2020's Call of Duty next year will be Black Ops 5 because Sledgehammer have been pulled from the 2020 game.
Wow.
And it's going back to
Weird,
Treyarch. So
It's weird that.
So this started earlier in the week where people kind of found out Sledgehammer were being pulled from next year's game.
Yeah.
And everyone was like saying, wow, is this the end of COD? Have they just given up? Like, what's happening
they just
here?
got rid of the one that decided to make exosuits a thing.
Well, yeah, they basically pulled Sledgehammer and gone back Treyarch. So is it possible that we're maybe going to see them return to the
Modern Warfare Black Ops
2 developer alternation where it used to be Treyarch Infinity Ward, Treyarch Infinity Ward?
I hope so.
What games have Sledgehammer done? Was it Ghosts and then...
Just in the COD series or in general?
Advanced Warfare.
In the COD series.
They did Modern Warfare 3.
Did they?
Yeah. They did Modern Warfare 3, Advanced Warfare, and World War 2 the other year.
Did they not do Ghosts?
No, they didn't do
Was that
Ghost.
Treyarch?
Ghost is a Treyarch. Oh, no.
Oh, right.
No,
Hang on. Ghost might be Infinity Ward, actually.
I'll soft Google too.
You soft Google that.
Or
but,
soft Bing.
But I'm pretty sure that
soft Bing
the only
James.
ones that Sledgehammer have had their hands on is Modern Warfare 3, Advanced Warfare, and World War 2. And the Modern Warfare 3 wasn't even properly them. It was because that was still partly Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3 was them kind of getting the teeth into it, so to speak, and they helped out Infinity Ward, but they didn't fully develop it. Advanced Warfare was the only one that they did themselves, and it was shit in my opinion because it basically just ripped off Titanfall throughout.
Yeah.
And then World War II was all right for a time, but I think it was all right because of the setting, not because of the game.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to say.
And they were preying on the nostalgia of COD being a World War II game,
Yeah.
and
And
it
the
worked for
panic
me and a
of-
lot of other people.
It was also the panic of Battlefield going back there as well.
Yeah, there was that.
It's not even that though. It was a lot of people crying out for that because everyone got bored of the whole like space age sort of flying around and fuckery like that. But the fact that they went back to it was good. But then they started adding weird stuff. I don't know how long you two played it for, but they started adding some weird shit to it, and it just
Not very long.
like there was a map.
What, in World War II?
They started doing seasonal events and stuff as well, and it didn't suit it.
Like, well, that's not
but it
even
didn't
that bad. That's you can work with that. That's not that bad. But it's the weird stuff they started putting into it, like the little toy soldier things where it's like a green and a like a grey one, where they like.
You mean like the things from Toy Story?
Yeah. Them. They made a map where there was them everywhere, and you were them models as well.
Yeah.
Right.
And it got fucking weird, and it just. Like, they started
You
being
know-
all fucked up with it, and it just doesn't make sense.
The best fucked up game mode that they made, in my opinion, it was probably one of the only ones I played, to be fair, as well. But one of the best fucked up game modes they did in World War II was the one where you had to pick to be a random item from within the map, and then Prop Hunt. That's it. Yeah, I know it's been around a while. It's not the first COD it's been in, but it's the first one I've played it in.
It's on Black Ops 4 now as well.
Is it? Well,
but believe it or not, it was
Prop
on Black
Hunt
Ops 3
was the one that I enjoyed out of all that kind of weird shit. He's just like turning into a chest of drawers and then standing there in a room. And then when you think somebody had found you, you'd like run outside as a chest of drawers and turn into a tire and then just lay in the road.
Yeah.
And people come back and were like, where's the chest of drawers gone? You can just see the confusion on the player where they were like, where's it gone?
Yeah, it was
so much fun.
That was good, and credit to them as well. That was probably the best mode of it as well.
They stole that from something else, though, didn't they? Isn't it on like Gmod or something?
It's originally from Gary's mod.
Yeah, I thought it was originally Gmod.
The reason why they started doing it is because there was a mod on COD 4 for Prop on PC, and people used to play that and loved it, and then they decided to put it in. On Black Ops 3, I think it was, where they started it. And it was that shit. Everyone, hated it. But then they brought it back to World War II. And what made it better, really. But now they put the same one in Black Ops 4. And that is dog shit as well. So, fair play for the World War II one, because that was actually fun.
What about Black Ops, Blackout, whatever it's called, going mobile? Have you seen that?
Yes, I have. I don't know how well it'd work on mobile, to be honest.
Well, it's gonna, because
it's a
thing now.
I know that you got more to it with COD. You got more buttons to use and whatever, but it's doable. If you're
I'd be interested.
Doable, but you gotta have some mental thumbs to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Blackout Mobile. I think, is it called Blackout Mobile? Is that what it's called?
Don't know.
Or is it Call of Duty Battle Royale? Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, I don't know. It's got a weird name. Whatever it is, it exists and it's a thing.
Yeah. The one thing I do like about Blackout, though, I don't know if either of you have seen this, they change the map based on the seasons and stuff. Similar.
You mean what Forza Horizon's been doing since Forza Horizon 4 started?
Yeah, but it's things like a new character will come in and they'll do something on the map. Like they just introduced this guy called Spectre who put a load of C4 on the dam, and it's blown up, and there's water gone everywhere, and the boats. And
so
stuff
they're copying Fortnite then with events that evolve the map.
I think so, yeah, because Fortnite did the.
Fortnite does stuff like that all the time, doesn't it? It was there was a crater, and then in the crater was an alien, and then the world started imploding, and then fucking another weird shit. I don't know. I don't follow it.
And there was a giant cube.
It's not that fucked up. It's
a giant cube.
It's just
no, but it's the same principle. Yeah. There's a story going on while you're playing a Battle Royale game.
Fortnite's more fantasy, so they can get away with whatever they want, whereas COD's more grounded is the only way to sort of describe it, because they've still got zombies and shit in it, but it's more realistic.
Yeah, I guess. See, that's stolen from Fortnite a little bit when you think about it, because in Fortnite, you've got I can't remember what they call them now. It's that long since I played a game of Fortnite. Husks. Yeah.
I've not played those. It in a long time, but yeah.
They've got those hanging around in the Battle Royale. Oh, no. Are they in the Battle Royale mode?
No, they're not.
They were just in Halloween. For Halloween event they were doing.
Right.
They just turned them on for that, and you had to kill them for your objectives and shit like that. But
right. Fair enough.
But after Halloween,
that shows how little I play Fortnite.
But if they kept them in,
quite quickly,
I might have played Fortnite longer, because they were more fun than the actual Battle Royale.
That's the only thing that sold Fortnite to you, is having the Husky Ball. Why don't you just play the normal mode of Fortnite?
Well, I played that as well.
Yeah, well, we did for a long time between us, didn't we? So, anyway, does anyone else have any more news?
Any more for any more?
No.
I guess in that case, then.
It's time to play a game.
Did I turn it down successfully without turning it off?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Indeed.
Woo! Yeah. Woo!
I'm being told on Discord, by the way, that I need to pay attention to the podcast and that men can't multitask. Because I'm being messaged on... Why is it that everyone messages me on Discord while we're doing this show? It's the only time anyone ever messages me, and it's while I'm already busy. But yeah, I can multitask because I can read that, obviously, and do this at the same time. But regardless of that, it's time to play a game. This week, it is James's turn to host the game. So it means me and Joshua will be going head-to-head. After last week, the scores are me on 8 wins, Joshua on 3 wins, and James is now on 2 wins. But obviously it's James's turn to host. So either I'm going to get another win and almost be at 10 in, what is it, May? Oh, we're not even halfway through the year and I'm nearly at 10, guys.
It's the competition between me and James that people really listen for.
It's not. It's me shouting at you two because I'm frustrated. That's what people listen for. It's my rage. It's you two pushing me to the end of my rope. That's what people listen for.
That and I put my penis in balls.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
James, explain your game.
So this week, I thought to myself at about 4 o'clock this afternoon, shit, it's my game. So
he's phoned it in and used an online quiz, and we're going to recognise all the questions because it's going to be the same one we've had 3 weeks in a row.
No, I actually haven't used an online quiz. I thought, what game can I do that will seriously piss them both off? But
he's going to do 21 questions again, isn't he?
Mean little work for myself. So I thought of a brilliant idea. I don't actually know how to explain it, but we'll go for it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send one of you a picture of a game character. You have to describe that game character without using the game they're from, any characters that are involved with this character from the game, or obviously the character's name itself. You have to describe the character. The other person then has to guess the character's name from the description.
Who gets the point?
To earn a point. The person guessing gets the point. But if it is inadequately described, I shall dock points. Or if you break any of the rules, I
have to describe it to the best of my ability in order for Thomas to get a point. What if Thomas can't get the point? Do I get a point?
If Thomas can't get the point, you will get the point.
This is stupid because he'll just describe it shitless.
No,
I can't get it.
Did you not hear what I just said?
You've got to describe it accurately.
Yeah, but you could just fucking pretend that you don't know what you're on about.
If he sends me a picture of a man and I say, well, it's a woman, and he'll immediately say, no, you can't say that because it's a man.
Correct. Well done, Joshua. I'm very proud of you.
I'm grasping this.
So if, for example, I had a picture in front of me and I was like, this is an animal-like creature that is blue, you would think...
An animal-like creature?
Yes.
That is blue.
Because we're not...
It's a Smurf.
It's not, unfortunately, no.
I'm just imagining
one guess.
I'm just imagining a little were-smurf or something. Just like a werewolfy Smurf. He said animal-like creature.
Anyway, I am going to send Thomas a picture of a character. You're going to have to describe the character to Joshua.
I mean, I need my phone.
Thomas, just forward it to me separately.
Yeah, I'll just forward it to you, and then just be like, yeah, it's a man, and you be like, it's Mario!
It's me! Right, I'm going to send you the picture, and you have to describe the character without saying the name.
How many guesses do I get?
Involved. You get 3 guesses.
Right.
And if in that time you don't get it, Thomas gets the point.
How much of a description has he got to give? Just
as much as he can. As much as he
just send me the fucking picture.
There you go. Sent it.
I'll put mine on loud, shall I? So you can.
I just put my phone on so that people can
get at least a little bit of.
What am I allowed to do and what aren't I allowed to do?
You're not allowed to say the character's name, the game he's from, or mention any names from that game.
Okay.
Yeah?
It is now.
So I can't mention anyone else from the game either.
No, you can't.
That blows
so if you've got
out.
Dominic Santiago on there, you can't say that it's
Exactly.
fucking what's his face's best friend. I can't even remember his name. Marcus Phoenix's best mate.
Okay, just let me do this. Okay. This person, he's got a real name and a fake name. Can I use either of them?
You can't use any.
Oh, for God's sake. This game character wears a wet-proof suit thing quite a lot.
Okay.
And goes around killing people silently a lot. And is designed by Hideo Kojima.
Is it Ryu Hayabusa?
It's not Ryu Hayabusa. When does Ryu
That's one
Hayabusa
I don't know. I was
wear
just guessing.
a wetsuit?
That's one guess.
Okay, so he's pretty stealthy. He snaps people's necks and shit. And he's pretty sneaky.
I'm liking this. So I'm just waiting to get them all in.
You're running out of things I can say without breaking James's rules.
Is it Solid Snake?
He's got what is? No, it's not.
Oh.
You should have really let me finish that sentence. I was about to start. He's got white hair.
Is it Raiden?
It's Raiden. Yeah.
Well done. You got yourself a point. Joshua,
Stupid.
I've sent your picture.
How many of these is there?
I've just got my
I've got
message.
5 for each of you.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Am I allowed to use the fake name that we used for him, James?
No.
Oh, what?
And I'm not allowed to say what game they're from.
Nope. Or any other characters related to
This
that
guy
game.
has blades coming out of the top of his wrists and horrible teeth like a piranha.
Blades in his wrist?
Yeah, blades coming out of his wrist. He also has more spikes coming out of his wrist. He's bald. He's a creature from Outworld.
Outworld? Keep going.
You really won't want to kiss him.
I know who it is, I just can't think of his fucking name. Oh, God, which one is it?
Do you know with the nickname thing, Joshua, you can work around that, by the way, as long as you don't say the nickname.
He has a nickname that me and James call him, which relates to Barack Obama.
You said the nickname.
No, he didn't.
No, I
He didn't
didn't.
say the nickname. It's Baraka, isn't it?
It's
Is that his name
Baraka.
properly?
His nickname, James, is Barack Obama.
Oh.
He did really give it away, though. But I was trying to think of his name because all I could think of is like Noob and stuff like that. I could only think of the ninjas.
Noob and Smoke.
Because there's
You really won't want to kiss
and
Barack, though. Jesus.
fucking Sub-Zero and shit.
Thomas, you got your next one?
Oh yeah, so I have.
I didn't get a ding.
It's because it was down on my lap. This is going to be so fucking easy. Oh, actually, yeah, it's only game things I'm not allowed to mention, right?
No film.
But now I know it's also in a film. So continue, Thomas.
Oh, I was going to do something so obvious it's untrue. It's yellow, it's a mouse, and it's electric.
Is it by any chance a Pikachu?
It is indeed.
No, it's a Raichu, you idiot!
Oh!
It's not, it's a Pikachu.
You've got yours as well, Joshua.
Yes, I have. Mushroom-shaped
Yes.
humanoid.
Oh, Toad?
Yep.
Yeah. Well done. Thomas, you've got yours. When it decides to send. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties right now. There we go.
There it is. I don't even know what that is. Oh, no, I do know what it is. It took me a minute. Oh, God, this is going to be ridiculous. Can I not name anything from the game at all? Like, I can't name that weapon that's in his hand.
No, because it'll give far too much away, and you know it will.
For fuck's sake. That's why we're going to say it, because I don't know anything else to say.
Is it a scythe?
I'm taking that as a guess.
No. I'm on
yeah.
about the weapon.
Oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake. these things are pretty little in terms of the rest of the alien race that they're part of.
Okay.
They're the smallest ones as far as I know.
Are you on about a Halo grunt?
Well done.
Wow.
How did you get that?
I don't
That
know.
was really fucking good. Fair play.
The thing in his hand, by the way, Joshua, is a needler gun, and I was going to say they use needler guns because I knew you'd get it from that.
And plasma pistols.
Yeah, but I know it doesn't matter. I was just trying to help you, for God's
I know what
sake.
you're saying.
This one's got 2 to it, Joshua, just in case you didn't know who it was.
I can't remember his surname, so it's a good job I don't need to know his name.
I'll type his name to you. Hold on.
And I can't say what game he's from, can I?
Nope. You know him though, correct?
Yes, I do know him.
Good.
In a game that me and you played one weekend for far too long, Thomas, this guy turns into an evil creature at the end, and we've got to beat him as the final boss.
The final boss?
Oh no, sorry, I might be on about a different boss, but we fight him on a boat on that mission on that game for definite. He wears sunglasses a lot. He's got blonde hair, long leather jacket.
Oh God, I've lost my train of thought.
He's a scientist and the main antagonist of this game series.
And we played it a lot.
We played it a lot.
Is it? Oh God, is this going to be right? Is it Wesker?
Yeah, it's Wesker.
Well done. Thomas.
This game's not very hard.
It was Resident
James,
Evil 5
just
that we
saying.
played constantly for a
Yeah.
weekend, wasn't it? Because we were
Yeah,
doing
and
the
he
co-op.
turns into something on the boat.
That's what was
He-
throwing me.
he just-
I couldn't remember that
Yeah,
bit.
he completely changes shape.
There you go, Thomas.
What on earth? Oh my! Can I do what you know I'm gonna do?
I want you to, but at the same time, I don't think I can allow you to.
Oh, really?
Really?
Because I could read it.
I know,
Whatever.
but describe
I could
the
do it.
character. Describe the character without doing that.
I wear a green shirt. I got a bowler hat and some glasses. I got some cousins in the game. I live in a fictional LA. Grove
Can I
Street
take
for
your order, please,
life.
sir?
I love 2 number
Can I take your order,
9s.
please, sir?
The number 6
9
with extra dip.
2 number 45s.
And a
One with
large
cheese.
soda.
And a large soda.
Well, it's obviously Big Smoke.
Well done, it is.
At which point in my amazing impression did you get it?
Immediately.
Well, as soon as I said, I wear a green shirt. Oh.
See, James, do you know anything about this character?
Not a fucking Scooby-Doo.
Oh, so it's someone from WoW then. Is it?
Go on, Thomas,
Is it?
without any clues, go.
Is it? Ooh, who could it be? Is it the Lich King?
It is the Lich King.
Oh, yes! I didn't even need a clue! Whoop, 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 whoop. That is officially
my clue-
the best guess ever.
You know what my clue was going to be? Because James had no idea. I was going to say Arthas Menethil.
That'd have been cheating, though.
I gave you an extra point for that as well, by the way.
You give me an extra point for getting it without
give him
even
an
having
extra
a clue.
point.
Yes! I can't believe I've just done that.
Thomas,
I can't believe you've just done this.
you have to now describe this, but I want you to compare it to a listener.
It looks like Baby G.
Yeah! As soon as I see it,
I don't know what it is. That's the problem.
I'll type
can you
it
tell
to
me?
you. Yeah.
Can you type what it is so I have some idea of
What's
the
it
way
look
to
like?
describe it? Baby G.
Don't react,
Green.
though.
Glen
Don't
Green,
react to what I
93.
type. There you go.
I thought it might be that. Okay, so it looks exactly like Baby G, but dressed like he's from
I can't-
Greece, ancient Greece. It's basically what BBG Baby G would look like if he was from a Hercules film or something. He looks very tall and muscular, a skinhead and beard.
Is it the guy from Rise, Son of Rome?
No,
Correct,
you're
that's
thinking
one
way
guess
too modern and graphics there.
Right.
This is like polygons and shit graphics. He's got a club in his hand. It looks like something I'd never play because it looks shit.
Can you give me any more than that?
I just know I'd definitely not play it. The fact that James knows what this is and I don't should be enough for you. Because it's not anything that I'd ever understand.
To be fair, I think you sold out on clues.
I played real games instead of browser-based shit like this.
It's something from RuneScape, I imagine.
We're getting somewhere. It looks like Glenn Green, so it's got a bald head, a big beard, a club in its hand, and it's dressed like a Greco-Roman of some kind. It's got a... Are they called togas? It's not really a toga, that is it? And sandals that...
Right. Yeah, the weird dress thing that they wear as armour.
And he looks massive. Like... Just huge. And he might live...
Oh, is it Hill Giant?
Yeah!
Please post that picture on Twitter to Glenn, just so he understands. And Joshua,
can you send it me, James? Can you send me the Hill Giant?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in TKT fan chat in the Discord and just put all will be revealed in this week's episode, and just leave it at that. Okay, has Joshua got one left for me?
It does. Oh fuck. Oh, Halloween sorted for you, Glenn. I need to know who that is, James.
you don't know who that is?
It says it on his shirt, but he looks very different on that.
It says it on his shirt. Okay,
Yes, he
so
wears a
maybe it's
uniform as
footballer.
part of his job.
It's a footballer. Is it Lionel Messi?
Incorrect. One guess down.
Very far off. It's from
Very
Call of Duty games.
Point gone.
Shit!
I'm
You ruined
sorry.
it for me, Joshua. You asshole!
No, I don't know. I've lost a point. Apparently, my points have gone down.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
his points have gone down, not mine.
My point
No,
went
not
down.
yours. Joshua fucked up, not you.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Oh, that's good. Good.
It was
This seems
my
fairer.
bad. I forgot.
This seems much fairer now.
I forgot the rules of the game. It was Shepherd, by the way.
He's got a shirt with his name. Oh, right, yeah, the
Yeah,
front.
his uniform.
Okay. You could have still carried on going, though. I could have still guessed. You didn't have to just give in and tell me.
Wait, it's told you?
Yeah, I just told him. I thought
I mean,
that were it.
no.
I
It's
thought that was
Commander
it. I thought we
Shepherd.
were moving on.
Corporal
No.
Shepherd. It's Shepherd. It's Shepherd.
You just gave him the win by completely fucking it all up. It might
Yeah.
have still not got it if you'd have kept going.
It's too late now.
It's
I
a bit
know.
too late
in.
now.
It's
I don't
given in.
think either of us have not got one yet.
I was literally
So,
trying. I was trying to
give him
find a
his point.
tiebreaker then, but Thomas has won because you fucked it up right at
So
the end. You go, well, it's from Call of Duty games.
To be fair, I had a bonus point anyway for my amazing Lich King guess, so I'd have won anyway.
I think he took that off you.
Did you?
Yeah, I
You
took
were
it off
on
because
5 at
Joshua
one
fucked
point.
up. But you still won anyway, so. But
Just to
actually,
point out, while I was getting the Big Smoke script to verify the words that I was going to say, I've just seen that there's a video called Big Smoke's Order Food Challenge, and someone's actually gone to a restaurant establishment that is very well known, ordered the same thing that that Big Smoke orders, and then sat and eating it. And it takes them... Hang on, I'll tell you, I'm just skipping to the end of the video now. It took him 35 minutes to eat it all. And it looks like he's in some serious pain by the end of it. So I'll share the link later.
the original picture of Big Smoke that I found was him clutching onto a load of McDonald's. I was going to send that, but...
Do I win then? Is that it?
Yeah, you've won.
Yeah, you've won.
Victory was assured from the moment it was a game involving me.
The best thing is, it's Joshua's fault.
I haven't
as well.
lost yet. I haven't lost yet this year.
I think you should do the forfeit if you lose a game. That should be the new thing.
If Thomas gets to 10 without losing a game,
So if I win next week,
if Thomas loses the game, just any game, he has to do a forfeit.
maybe. So that leaves the scores at me on 9, Joshua on 3, James on 2. I am undefeated. Can
one of you just like piss on me or something?
Excuse me?
Just for my punishment, just get it out of the way, just piss on me or something.
No.
No, because
Please-
you'll probably
please
wind
can
up
people
enjoying that too.
I've kind of forgotten where I wrote down everyone's suggestions for James's punishment. So can people send them in again, please? And because James needs to do a punishment, otherwise we're going to end up in Joshua territory again. Thanks,
Yeah,
everyone.
but it's not my fault this time.
I'm not blaming you. I'm
Good.
just saying we're going to end up in Joshua territory. It doesn't matter anyway, because you don't ever win a game.
I know.
So even if he throws you points, it's pointless, because you don't ever win.
True. I'll take that.
That's what she said.
That's also what she said.
No, that's what he said.
True.
True that. Joshua, do the questions.
I
Big
can't
shit.
remember what the actual question was.
It was a
about
Netflix thing we were
Netflix.
talking about last week, like things that people want Netflix to turn into games, or games they want Netflix to turn into TV series things.
What Thomas just said. No, his question this week was, what TV series from Netflix would you want to be a game, or vice versa? I'm guessing.
So you mean what I just said?
Yeah, what you just said. But let's get down the list. Do you two have any suggestions before I go down the list?
Netflix originals.
Without mentioning anything that's already mentioned in listener answers,
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Daredevil? That's a
Yeah,
Netflix
the Marvel
original,
ones,
isn't it?
Yeah,
The Marvel stuff's
Marvel
pretty
TV
good.
shows pretty good.
Don't
Don't know how they work.
I don't think that's
game.
mentioned. Orange is the New Black.
Just
go around
in so many ways.
Like
Finger
making
banging.
lesbian prisoners have sex with each other. That'd be like one of those weird, like waifu type games, wouldn't it, on Steam? The Crown. Just go around pretending to be Queen Elizabeth. Basically,
I got
that
the wrong end
exists.
of
Just
that.
make a female character on Fable 3.
Yeah, true.
That is The Crown already. I'm trying to think of things that I watch.
Last Kingdom. We've already discussed that being a game. before.
Last Kingdom could work, but it's only recently
Yeah, I know.
an original, isn't it? It's a bit like Arrested Development is something that they bought and then I say finished because they ruined Arrested Development in my opinion. But that's
Bundy.
a
Yeah.
conversation for another time. There's something that my friends watch that they keep telling me to watch. Is it Power? Is Power a Netflix original?
Power. I don't know if
I
that's
don't know what that
Netflix,
is.
but-
And that and Luke Cage. They're two things that
Luke
I've not
Cage is
watched that
good.
people tell me that I should really watch.
I don't know.
Luke Cage is just one of Marvel ones, so...
I'm not as clued up on Netflix
Yeah.
originals as I once was. I have watched loads of them, but I just can't remember what.
Should we just have an Adam Sandler game? Because he does shitloads of them now, doesn't he? So-
Oh yeah, he did the do-over or whatever it's called. That was quite good. That
It
With
just does
David Spade.
specials and stuff all the time.
Let's get into what people have sent in to us,
Right,
because they're
Joshua,
probably better than our
yeah.
suggestions. 'Cause-
Narcos.
Narcos, yeah.
Jerry Narcos. Be
Oh
great
my
if he-
god.
if he were the first one, or if he's sent anything. Has he sent anything? He hasn't.
No.
Jerry Narco, disappointed in you. Continue.
Natsa said, when I was watching Game of Thrones finale yesterday, I was thinking that Dragon Age would probably make a good TV show, which it would, to be honest.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Netflix still break my heart every year they don't announce Knights of Sidonia Season 3, but that makes a good game. methinks. Don't know what Knights of Sidonia is on Netflix.
All I can think of is the Muse song.
Yeah, me too.
So
One of the longer songs on Guitar Hero 3.
it's not that long a song.
Halo's
Longer
longer.
on that game. It is.
I think, by the way, to answer your question, it's anime of some description. I think.
Okay, then.
Anime.
David Faria has said... what?
Full name, please.
Full name, Joshua.
But his full name's not typed, so why should I read it?
Read it properly.
You
Joshua.
know the
Do it
drill.
properly.
But I don't want to.
Do it
Do it, bitch.
or die.
But I don't remember his full name.
David Underground.
You do. No.
Faria.
No, I don't
He can
remember
do it
it.
himself.
I'm not doing it. It's not written down.
Do it, or David will punch you.
David Underground Moo.
I love how that got you
Faria.
scared to do it.
It didn't really. I just wanted to get it over with.
You call it David a
Seven
pussy?
Deadly Sins needs more games. I'm betting Netflix is going to be present more of those choose your adventure shows and Telltale games.
Yeah, I think that the thing that they're going to be doing at E3 for definite is more of those choose your own adventure things or whatever you want to call them. Because they are pretty good.
Yeah,
It takes
People
a lot of
enjoy
work
them,
to
don't
make them, to be honest.
they're
doesn't it?
cool.
Like filming all different options and shit.
Yeah, I guess you could film all the different outcomes and stuff, haven't you? So, but yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
I don't know what they're going to show us, but you never know. They might be doing a streaming system too.
Yeah, Netflix.
A game streaming system. Netflix games.
I love it when Josh is in one of these moods where he says what's exactly on his mind, and he
No, he just says things before fully contemplating what they mean out loud.
it's brilliant.
Fucking hell, Dan Smith.
Games.
I've just seen
Yeah, Dan
Dan's-
Smith wrote a fucking paragraph and
go.
a half.
He always does.
Right,
Okay,
I'm
let's
gonna
go. Let's break this down into small sections and manage
right.
it. Okay.
Okay, so iZombie would be a banging game. Mix of CSI in a world of zombies. Just the same as Bonding. What? Just the same as Bonding would be a good game. I don't know what Bonding is, so that's confusing.
I don't know what bonding is, so that
Like Saw, but with a happy ending rather than death. The mini games would include pissing on someone, James's forfeit, and penguin wrestling.
Bonding's that newish one that's about the chick that's the BDSM woman, the dominatrix woman.
I've seen it.
I've seen the
advertised on it.
adverts, but I've not watched it yet. That's why I didn't recognise it. But when he started talking about pissing on people,
If you haven't watched, is added. If you haven't seen it, fucking watch it.
Fair enough.
Next is Paradise PD. Would be an up-to-date version of LA Noire with a ballless hormone patch wearing captain.
I can't remember if it is or not, but I want to say that Paradise PD,
It's a
one of the
cartoon.
voices is thingy that plays Joe Swanson, but I might be wrong.
Patrick Warburton.
Either way,
Whoa.
Paradise PD is pretty good. I've watched
That
it.
is weird.
I've not watched it.
It's like it's like Family Guy meets Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the only way I could describe it.
So it's kind of like instead of Cleveland getting his own show, Joe Swanson got his own show.
Patrick Warburton.
A little bit, but there's a talking dog in it. It's I can't. It is basically Family Guy, but set in like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine type scenario
All right,
almost.
Okay.
It's good. What I'd suggest watch it if you like animated stuff like that, like Archers and Family Guys and all that, and Rick and Morty, all that kind of stuff. Then try Paradise PD.
Okay, I will do because I like Archer. So
There you go. Then it's definitely more Family Guy than it is Archer.
yeah,
But it's that same sort of terrible cops doing a shit job and it's funny kind of thing,
yeah.
like what Brooklyn Nine-Nine can be.
Right, okay then.
And but all the characters remind you of people from Family Guy.
F is for Family would be a great sim game and be true to the working class schmucks making books. Big Mouth would be a great coming-of-age game, finding where the clitoris is. Disenchantment would be good in its art style as a side-scroller. The Umbrella Academy would be the X-Men game we've all asked for but never got.
Well, Umbrella Academy is basically X-Men, isn't it? That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
What else was there? F is for Family. Did you know what? That's one of the Netflix originals that I've not watched. Never really got around to watching F is for Family. Yeah, I've watched Disenchantment.
Yeah.
It's basically like Futurama in fantasy setting, isn't it, or whatever, rather than sci-fi.
People who made Simpsons made it, didn't they?
Well, it's Matt Groening and whoever else is involved in it.
Yeah, that'd be a good South Park rip-off game, similar to their style of game, just set in their world with their characters.
Yeah. Is that it for Dan's?
Yeah, that is it for Dan's. We've got 3 Dan's now. We've got 2 more, according to this list. Paul Carter. I'm waiting for you to say that. Someone else normally says that, James.
No, you do. No, you do the whole thing, and we say hi, Paul. Joshua, after 160 episodes, I expect you to know his own jokes.
You're making me want to cry.
Paul Carter of the Paul Posse.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
I would love a Stranger Things game. Could be weird but fun RPG. Could be a weird but fun RPG. Alternatively, I think that Far Cry would have cool TV series. It would.
Far Cry would make a cool
Far
TV
Cry
series.
would actually. Yeah, it would.
Save them making games over and over again as well.
Yeah. Repetitive.
Stranger Things game. There is one. That's what's happening, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's called Stranger Things 3
based on
because it goes with season 3, but yeah, it will be a thing.
So get ready for that, Paul. They've already answered your prayers.
Yeah. I don't think it's the kind of game that he means, though. I think he means more proper RPG rather than the top-down.
Not following the series as well.
But it'd be interesting.
Its own shit, different day. Mm-hmm. Can we also point out how depressed Joshua sounded when he started reading that? I love a Stranger Things game.
I think he just wants to go to bed like the rest of us.
Kato has said, "Why aren't you all playing ROE?"
Hang on, say that again.
Kato.
It's not Kato. If I said that Kato's username was this, Joshua, in full.
Kato.
Yeah, but read it in full now.
Cataclysm.
It's Cataclysm.
Yeah, well, it's got a K at the beginning and no clism when you'd written it, so I said Kato.
The name has no clism.
There's just no clism.
There wasn't a clism, you'd just written Kato. So Kato, not Kato.
I can understand why you thought it was Kato, but it's Kato.
But yeah, why aren't you all playing ROE?
Because I'm here doing this is my answer. James, why haven't you installed ROE yet?
Because I'm here doing this.
Good excuse. Joshua, why haven't you installed Ring of Elysium yet?
I actually have Ring of Elysium.
Do you actually have it?
We installed it, you bumfluff.
Yeah, but we never played it, and I didn't know you installed it as well. I just know that I did.
We went through a full list of free-to-play games for about 3 hours, installing everything.
Yeah, well, why did you never play it with me, brother?
Why did you not remember I installed it?
Because you've never played it, and Steam says you've never played it, so I don't know what you've got.
This is why we're not playing it, because they won't stop arguing about it.
Well, if we wrap this podcast up, I'm going to go actually play it now.
All right, then.
Do you want to join me, anyone?
I'm going to play...
It's either this... It's either this or...
Dauntless.
Dauntless, yeah. Something.
Do you know what would be brilliant?
What?
If you get messages tomorrow around, like, when the episode drops, after about an hour and, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, something like that, you get a message saying, I'll play.
What? Because I've just said that?
Yeah, because you've just invited people to play with you after this.
You went, anyone want to come play with me? So when they've done listening, they'll be like, "Yeah, I'll play."
Oh,
You'd be like, "What? I'm at work."
Maybe they will.
What's your problem?
I've just loaded Dauntless.
I get messages all the time from listeners about things that they're listening to, and sometimes it goes over my head because they don't realise that I forget everything the immediate moment it's left my mouth.
And you also don't know when they're listening, so when they turn around like, "I like garlic bread," it's like, what the fuck?
Oh, if I get some messages tomorrow now that are just, "I like garlic bread." That might be his episode title right there, just, "I like garlic bread."
I actually do.
And no one will know till right at the very end.
Fucking hell.
See you in a bit.
Social media shit.
I have to do socials. I know, Joshua. I'm fully aware of what's missing from the show. Don't you worry.
I know, and it's garlic bread.
with cheese. Yes, James! Yes, James!
I was too busy
That's
laughing
it.
to do that.
It's official. The episode is now going to be called I like garlic bread. No, not with cheese, because that'll ruin the joke. Just, I like garlic bread. ... And then a big picture of a garlic bread.
Of the hill giant.
Yeah! And then just a picture of the hill giant. It's going to make no sense to anyone until they've listened to the whole thing in full.
Please Photoshop the club out of his hand and make it a garlic bread.
Yes,
Dress him up like a Frenchman.
Oh, it's going to be holding a garlic baguette.
Put a
It's going to be
beret on
holding a
him.
garlic baguette. This is brilliant. This is podcasting at its finest. Talking about making episode artwork at 80-something minutes into a show. If you'd like to praise the amazing artwork, you can do so by finding us on Twitter. It's that_king_thing. You can find us on Facebook by searching for That King Thing. And you can go to thatkingthing.com, where there are links to the YouTube channel, which we've actually managed to not get banned from this week. We've not done anything to get banned from YouTube for a change. But there's also links to Patreon if you want to support us that way, links to join our Discord server, and plenty of other stuff like places to listen and review and all that kind of jazz. So on that note, I'm going to go order a garlic bread with cheese from my local pizzeria.
And if you would like to tell me you do like garlic bread, please do just message me on 07566. Edit that out.
No.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Joshua, say fucking bye.
Oh, bye, everyone. I thought I had done.
Fucking hell. I'll do that again. Bye. I can't fucking do it myself there. Bye, everyone.
Wait,
Bye, everyone.
What? Bye.
For fuck's sake. Just say goodbye after I said goodbye. It's not difficult. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
After! Fucking hell!
You said goodbye mid-sentence. I got confused.
You knew full well that's not what I meant, you little shitbag. Now shut up and do it properly.
I like garlic bread.
I like garlic bread now. Shut up. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Fucking assholes.
So staged. At least you got an episode title and picture.